In those days, there were two women, one younger and one older. The younger woman was engaged to be married, and the possibilities of her life unfolded before her like an empty stretch of highway. We don't have those in Atlanta. She dreamed of marriage, of children, of family. She was young, and her dreams had not lost the bursting ambition of youth. For the older woman, though, the years had tamed her dreams, cut them down to where she could sort them in neat little piles, one for the outrageous dreams of childhood, one for the unambitious, reasonable dreams that survive into middle age, one small, secret stack for the impossible dreams she kept locked away for fear that if she touched them or someone found out about them, they would dissolve. The younger woman knew what the future had in store for her, her dreams mapped out in meticulous detail. The older woman barely dared to dream anymore because disappointment had taught such cruel lessons. And then God arrived. Arrived the way God always does, like a sudden gust of wind, like light piercing through the clouds. After so many years, so much wishing and praying without success, the older woman conceived and had a child. A dream moved out of her little pile of secrets and took flight. And then the younger woman's dreams were tossed in the air, as if she tripped while carrying fragile and precious things. She was pregnant, a messenger told her, and not by her fiancé. And these two women whose lives had been completely upended, they rushed to each other. They turned to each other, and they began to rejoice. They sang. They sang even though their lives had just changed in unexpected ways. They rejoiced even though no angelic promise could have quieted the fears that remained in their hearts. The younger one was pregnant outside of wedlock. She might be shunned. She might be dismissed. She might suffer the worse indignities that men reserve for women who step out of line. And both knew that children don't always live to adulthood. They knew the world is unkind and full of poverty and disappointment, and sometimes even violence. They had seen people crucified. They knew what their children might face. And of course, they still lived with the mundane realities of life, the working and weaving, the making and mending, the cleaning and caring. None of this goes away. Yet still, they rejoiced. Theirs was a joy of anticipation, the joy of waiting, knowing that a new world is being born, the joy of one excited about tomorrow, even if today is not cooperating. This kind of joy does not wait for problems to be solved or even for progress to be made. The women did not say, "Oh, no, I must push this joy away, for I am too busy now to be joyful." They did not say, no, it is too soon for joy. Too much still can go wrong. They did not say, no, I don't deserve joy, especially when these good things that are happening are not even my own doing. They did not say, no, how can I feel joyful when my people suffer under Roman rule, when so much in the world feels so broken? They did not say, no, I will save my joy for when it is safe. Instead, they rejoiced. They rejoiced. They rejoiced, for joy was their birthright, their resistance, their liberation, their hope. Joy breeds joy, and joy does not wait. And in that way, it is like grace. It is like the love of God. God's love does not wait for you to feel worthy. It cannot be earned. It cannot be manufactured. There is nothing you can do to make it arrive. It is not born of money or safety or status. It flows freely from God, almost embarrassingly without conditions, and it falls upon the ones you think deserve it and the ones you think don't. These two women were still afraid, of course. And yet, the funny thing about joy is that it pushes out fear.
Yes, yes.
Fear of the stranger, fear of the unknown, fear of our weakness, fear of tomorrow. All of this fades before joy.
Amen.
And without that fear to restrain us, all sit down at the table. The last become first. Walls fall and cannons cease and women lead and the excluded and the forgotten come in out of the cold. Joy breaks through in the most unexpected places, like a child born to a young woman in a distant corner of the world. And even if, like these two women, we only know reasons we do not deserve joy, we only know reasons we should not feel joy yet joy is still waiting for us. To feel joy is to reclaim your belovedness in God's eyes in the face of everything that might seek to take it from you. If Easter is the celebration of hope after hardship, Christmas is the promise of joy in the midst of it.
Amen.
Joy finds us, like the two women in our story, not because God's dream is already here, not because everything is okay or even always getting better, not because our problems are solved. Joy finds us, even if bombs still fall and racism still rages and people face cruelty because of who they are and who they love. Yet joy says someday this too will cease. Joy finds us because we trust that God's dream for the world is still unfolding and will someday arrive. No matter what you are going through, no matter what ugliness you see on the news or heartbreak you hold inside you, God is waiting for you, and God's free gift is joy. And it was enough to make those two women want to sing. So let's keep singing.